Okay, okay. We'll hit that continue. As we continue the continue. Okay, we must speak with Mr. Harpocrates. Harpocrates.
If the state of our coffers is anything to go by.
Hello, hello.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Can it really
Look,
be?
he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
Thanksgiving.
All right. Brilliant.
All right.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
They shall continue.
It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Okay, and do you know what the best way to get back into the swing of things is? It's to, of course, immediately jump into some high-level, hard-to-do boss fights.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka.
I want this fluffy buddy. Okay, Soul Stingers, Grimalkin, the Nine Knives, and the Breaker of Worlds. I'm gonna give the Breaker of Worlds 2 tries. Why? Because it's a super boss. Okay, we'll probably get to you later. I guess we'll do this. Cat, you didn't want it a second ago. Oh. It was the other one. Hey, not your food. The 9 of Knives. Do you want out already? Will you just lay down, buddy? Here. I'm gonna put you in a window. I'm gonna open the window. And you are gonna be happy.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh. Your feasting days are over.
Drink your blood! Over here!
No way. Fucking rip. That was so close, but I accidentally dodged into his attack. But he's not as bad as I was expecting.
There's no turning back.
You like a twig!
This one.
Help me, boy. I bring you
To me, boy. I'm hurt, Torgal. To me, boy. Fine hound. Help me, boy.
I'll snap you like a twig!
Over here.
over.
Thank God. Oof.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Aren't we technically killing for sport? Or is that just a unpopular opinion? Lucius is crying outside my door. He is now crying inside my door.
I'm telling you, it's true.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Very well. I'll suggest it. Alright, to bed. We'll do the rest of the hunts once that area of the map is, we have to. Or if it tells us to go somewhere else.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
But yeah,
I'm
wow.
going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
The Enterprise.
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts making.
I need some parts
The stack will
making.
be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Luckily, you don't need to. Alright, Blackthorn. I can't tell if mid's actually important for story development or if it's just like a small break in between giant missions to be like, alright, now you go run and do fetch quests. Because that's what it feels like. This is all just a bunch of fetch quests to cool you down after a lot of heavy fighting.
How may I help you today, Clive?
How may I help you?
Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive. Here you go.
Got one there. And one there. Okay.
Always something in there.
We'll do that once we're ready to head on out.
Troops amassing at every border crossing.
Well, I should do them now. Because sometimes the actual story missions lock you out of shit.
What are you doing? Anything catch your eye?
We'll do this one first.
Good. Good to you. Sid.
Boom. 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 Boom.
We had to dig a new cell.
Quentin!
Ah, Clive. Your timing
Clive.
is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous.
And sinister.
Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Got something here, bud? Or are you just laying in a weird position? You're just laying in a weird position.
Of course.
Excellent.
You're
might
laying
begin
in a
by
guilty
speaking with the
position.
good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Alright, I will.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Sour news.
You all right, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Thanks, anyway.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worth.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it. Screeching out from between the trees.
Screeching
Ran back
out.
here as quick as my legs would carry me. And I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
I wish I got more, like, more out of those for travel. You could just hop on your chocobo. Yeah, I could. What of it?
You there. Fuck! He's seen us.
Fuck!
Get them before they escape.
Black Shields.
Here. What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive. And this. Over here. This one. Over here. This one. Yours, Torgal.
Hurrah! Simple this as simply does. Ooh, doo, 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 doo.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Ready, go?
Yeah!
That'll do, girl.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to your liking. Ah, yes.
Ah, yes!
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some Black Shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare.
More
But
time
if
to
we are
prepare.
cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lost Wing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered.
Slaughtered?
He faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first.
Unless we
My
move
friends
against
and
him first.
comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Make ready for war. Hello, for a mini time.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Nope. Not at all. The Dolly Middle in.
The most fragrant herbs and spice.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss.
I'm at a loss.
Will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Well, that is where we'll start. Probus. Leave your brother alone. He is sleeping in his little tiny hut. Okay? Let him sleep in his little hut, and you can sleep elsewhere. Okay? Dong. It's more of a, I don't want my hair to be up super, like, tight, so it's just kind of a messy bun. Krobus, that's not your food. Krobus, that's not your food. Alright, you're out. Well, I got somewhat close to it.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I?
I'm sorry, selfish
Not a
sod.
baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. Now look at her.
I take it you missed the mother crystal.
I hated her.
Where is Krobus?
But she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking.
Nice.
Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Express yourself.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you missed the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right.
What a fool!
What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You have opened my eyes.
Wait.
Wonder what bad decision we just did.
Won't be needing an escort then.
My carpets have the most fragrant herbs and spices.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
Drake's Balm.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of
beautiful crystals.
Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
You have my thanks. You're welcome, sir. And well, since we're here, might as well go do these hunts. In a location we have not unlocked yet. Hopefully we can.
Where did all the men have gone?
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Faster.
Nice, it is available. If that's the case, then we're getting off our high horse.
Don't get surrounded.
Go, Paul. Sickle.
Get him!
Sickle.
Get him!
Sickle.
This one.
All yours, Torvald.
Okay. I might not have bought it. I might still have to go and buy it. Yeah. All these kitties.
Great time for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine. Over here! This over here! This one. Go for it. Over here. Go for it. And then there was one. Ogle, kill! Over here! Bravo! Get him! Over here!
The Grimalkin hide.
That wasn't too bad, was it?
That wasn't too bad. I was about to be very disappointed if there was no treasure chest up here. Fields of Carava.
Enough of you, are there? All yours, Torvald. This one. Over here! This one! Kill! This one.
Aw, son of a bitch. We ended up going too far away. Which means its health resets. And we have to redo the entire fight from the very beginning. Fucking rip.
Get him! Over here! Get him! All yours, Torgal. Over here!
Nice. Go, Torgal!
This one. Torgal, kill! Go, Torgal!
Whoa, lot of doors. So we'll want to go down here first, and then we'll circle back up from there, and then the fields of Kurama.
This one. Over here.
I don't know if I want to fight more bighorns or not.
Get him. Over here.
It's simple. Also, by exploring this area, it'll make things easier when we inevitably have to come back through here. Which is probably the next mission, but I just wanted to be sure. Also, we're in no hurry to get through this game, so... We have until, what, December? Until we need to be ready for a new game. Which, no matter what happens, we're gonna be in the middle of a different Final Fantasy. So, whatever. So we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do about that later. Storm Panther! big, kitty.
Get him! Go to him! Over here! Kill! This one! Get him!
Pretty good.
Get him! Go to him!
I would have loved it if we kicked it off the edge and it just spiraled down into infinite cosmos.
Stay down! It's over!
Oh, you're much higher up. Cool. Perfect. Perfy. Oh, by the way, Cozy, I got a different pet. I got the sheepy today. Yeah! So now I have all the bubbles. Dahahaha! Well, I'm pretty sure I can now absolutely destroy my next Voidwalker run because I just realized, like, this literal second that there's actually a multi-kill bubble that I've never put on. As well as now I can resample everything. Because I never remember to switch the bubbles. There's a lot I need to do. But unfortunately, I was only able to just quickly do everything because I woke up supremely late today. But what's a couple of hours?
Go for it!
I wish you luck in getting a new pet today, though. If you have a chance to. Another big kitty!
Over here!
Sounds fair.
Get him!
I like the redesign for the coral in this game. Personally. Because before, corals were just like something that like you saw and you're just like, well, I'm gonna get blasted, which is a insta-kill if it lands on you. But this turns them into lightning kitty cats. I really like this design for it. Poisonally. Okay, this is probably gonna be hard. But whatever. The Soul Stingers.
They don't look happy.
Get him! This one. All yours, Torvalds.
Okay, that one was much easier than I expected. Do 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 do.
Peace at last.
All right, once I finish exploring this, we can hop back to the hideout. Or we could go try a super boss that will most definitely kick my ass. Super boss who kicks your ass. Super ass kicking boss. Another Grimalkin? No, just a regular Storm Panther. I'm gonna ignore it. Or we could just beat it up. Get the fuck on that rock, god dang it. Oh my Jesus, dude. Screw it, let's hunt the kitty.
Over here! Over here! Ogle, kill! Go!
We beat up the kitty.
You lost, stranger. Wherever you're headed.
Okay. Alright. Question is, where is he? Okay. I don't know. I definitely cannot beat this, but I'm gonna try. I'm coming here just to restock on potions real fast and get a full heal before we go attempt this stupid decision. Hello, Karen.
Is it business or pleasure? Go on,
Business
then.
or pleasure? Ah, fully
Finished,
restocked.
are you?
Nice. All right. We want to go to... Oh. This is probably a bad idea. And by probably, I mean it is definitely. So let's do it. We're gonna fight the Breaker of Worlds. So it's over there. We're almost there.
Ready, go?
It's a mini Minotaur. You want to know how much of a bad idea this is going to be? Well, it's S rank and also level 45. For the record, it took us like 30 minutes and like 4 retries to do a rank A fight. And that was against a tiny slime. Atlas. It already looks like a bad idea.
Another relic of the fallen. Well, it seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then. Slow. Ogle, kill.
Ow.
Nice try.
Honestly, I could win this by hit and running. Which might be the play. Oh god, fire! Oh god. Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
This one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Fuck. That's better.
Ow! Ow!
Over here. Over here. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Get him. Nice try. Over here. This one. Over here. This one. Get him. Over here. Nice try.
We're so close! No!
Get him. This one. Over here. Nice try.
No, not golden section again! Oh, God.
I can't go on.
No. Oh, God. 10 minutes and we were that close to beating him. Ugh. Do I try it again? Do I try it again? Or do we say, yo ass is grass? Alright. Let's try it again then. Whew. Okay. Well then, let us take a look. Well, we can't upgrade that anymore. Don't need Judgment Bone. See, this just masters those. They're already upgraded. I would love to upgrade further, but there's nothing to upgrade. What does Master do? Adds a third limit break gauge. So our gauge is expanded upon even farther. Nice. Alright. I'm actually going to be switching this out real fast for something that gives me defense. Or increase my healing. Let's increase my healing. Let's try that first. If I get more for each potion, I don't need to do as much.
Come on.
Like we were so close! It's just like, are you kidding me? I honestly expected that fight to go significantly worse the entire time, and yet we did incredibly well. Problem is I started losing it on the timings.
Back to the stables, Carl.
As much as I don't want to take any damage, I'd like to build up our drive gauge a little.
It's over.
Well, that didn't build it up like at all, but whatever. All right, big boy. I'm back for revenge. Well, that sucks.
I needed that. Slow.
Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Sure. Fortunately, this is not going well.
Over here! Too slow. Oh, good. Too slow. Over here! Get him! Forgive me.
Like I said, this one was a bad attempt. I need to restock on one of my things.
Stay sharp.
Anything catch your eye?
Anything catch your eye?
Thanks very much.
I want to. Oh, I can't step out of it very quickly and easily. Well, whatever. I think I've got this all down pat. I'm theoretically should beat him this time. It's a theory. A game theory.
No need to ride from here.
This will be our last attempt, and then we'll just go back to the story.
It's us or them. All yours, Torgal.
Are you fucking kidding me? I healed! Oh well. Alright, we'll get one last actual attempt without dying in an instant.
Good girl. Yeah.
The problem is, because I came up with a fairly good strategy last time, I just can't seem to break out of that. Let's try to fall back a bit more this time. Be more cautious.
Back to the stables, girl.
Whoa, big guy. Get out of here, you mini tar.
already. All yours, Torgal. This one.
No, wrong one! Damn it. Once again, if I hadn't have fucked up and accidentally full healed earlier, I think I would have won. I think I would have. Ah well. We give up on that for now. We just need to get a little bit stronger, I think. And I can easily take care of that. Easily. So close. Ugh.
And what can I do for you?
And what can I do for you?
You'll not find a better price than that.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
Out with
it. Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
The arseache.
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats.
Krieger's teats.
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. and I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Get Gav and Otto in ya. Alright, this is about to be a big old one.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still,
Typical.
If that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Do I already have the stuff I need?
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Gav, you're with me.
Gav.
All right, then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff
If I can get
back
another
in.
level or two plus another partner,
While
we
you're
could
off,
probably beat him.
I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Make for the river and the southern aspects of the Velcroy. Okay. Okay, that's pretty close, actually. Not bad.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Race ya.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
These kinds of quests are the most obnoxious. Find them in the area. Mayhaps you will, mayhaps you won't. Well, right now I'm clearly won'ting. Here it is, finally, Jesus.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we
have a chat? Guess we're gonna have a nice moment with Gav.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead.
Slings his hammer.
And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Ready to go home, boy. They could have just sent us there, you know. But no. They have to allow me to do whatever I want. No, I mean, it's fine. What if I did want to stay in Dalamil?
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
For the Stardust, should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You're beat sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
I'll let me know construction's on the way.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Huh. He cracked the crystal too.
He cracked the crystal too. Aye.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think if I would have had Jill on any of the times I fought Atlas, I think I may have won. Both the first and that last time. Which is why I want to get Jill back on our team as soon as possible.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry?
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That
Mithril
heat is then harnessed
engine.
to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing.
Lorbert's
The
Pass.
thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Okay. wish there was a faster way. I hate walking through loft wings so much.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
This one. You're finished.
You're finished.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks so much for coming.
The ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course.
Would
I'll be
you
right back.
mind? Well, it's required to continue the game, so I will oblige.
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
That's the name of the creature, unwanted visitor.
All yours, Torgal.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
Thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
The eye of a warrior. Nice. Okay, back to Mid, I guess.
We're seeing troops amassing at every...
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Helena.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This
This
one's
one's
a
a
bit of a bugger.
bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Please take these to Hippocrates. Come now, my old man friend.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
A different approach.
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Knowledge of the past.
And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive. So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
We'll take Tarja.
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Here.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
An old acquaintance.
All right. Stay safe.
Jill, you need a rest.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Physically, you need to rest. Mentally, you're gonna be worked hard.
Now, where's Tarja?
And what can I do for you?
I don't know, what can you do for me?
come back again.
Nothing.
Them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up
I
on
won't have
booze.
you
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What should I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
The garlic and the pepio nuts.
Oi, don't touch anything. If that's what you want.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
You haven't much, but you're free to look. I trust it's all here.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Come and get them before... Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in them.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
We're probably gonna have a scene with her,
Garlic
so.
and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya,
For what?
for everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right.
And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
The moon dew.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you.
All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Hippocrates. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Like I said, a simple level up plus getting Jill fighting with us might be all it takes to beat Atlas. That's the hope, at least.
We're seeing troops amassing at every port.
No surprises there.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts?
Always.
All yours.
Next one's at 7:50.
Come again. I may have more for you.
I think Mid might need some help.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
I'm just
Right
the
then.
errand boy.
Better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
To the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Didgeridoo-dah.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say.
Good luck
I'm off
to
to
them.
get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Keep it to yourselves. Huh. Fun.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up.
My mind's made up.
As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
Won't be a mo.
Right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building
a missive with a mission.
Really?
A missive mission. Missive. Mission sieve. A missive with a mission. A mission within the missive.
He cracked the crystal too.
No. Yes. No. 3 of them. I was thumbing through the hideaway ledges at Aldo's behest and might have come across something.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
He seemed well enough. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in. If it weren't just the leather, maybe there's other demons jabbing. Sure.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
More blacksmith blues.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone.
Bastards like a dog with
Still,
a
you've
bone.
got a keen eye, I'll give him that. It's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You
Well,
could
fuck
slice a
me.
man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
Nah, no. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that.
Soft touch.
Can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good
luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Jesus Christ.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations.
Thanks,
I
Karen.
didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else.
His mind's on
I've
something
been working
else.
him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Babs.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
We're not really welcome in that inn.
And he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning. Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Cressida again. Oh. At the very least, I'd like to get one more level. Or I could just try again. I've had a chance to just like cool off and everything.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
It told me she was building a ship.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And that will dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan?
Why?
Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No. I don't.
No, I don't. Yep, he's dead. He's dead. He's absolutely fucking dead. But that's why it's funny.
There's talk at the glass gate.
Did you hear?
The gates to
I want to see.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well.
Very well.
Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Hop down here to the Dalamil Inn. Preferably, I get this level up before we go to Martha's Rest, but, you know, whatever.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drake's fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Calm yourself.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Ruben!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
Stepping outside for a moment.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the valley.
He's fast asleep.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Farewell, and best of luck. Up there, so this is the closest.
Let's go. Yeah! Got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off! Fire and kill! It's over! Attack!
Just like experience is so close and yet so far.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right, let's get it back to Dalamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right. Speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question.
A fine.
Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Far
Thank you.
more fitting.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
Perennial thorn.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Coming.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
I do want one more go. So...
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
The Star Ruby.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Old goat.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Oh, I
suppose
suppose
the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
If he's still alive. Let's slay the antelopes. Then go back to the hideout and then come back and try again, I guess. I believe getting 3 of these missions turned in, plus fighting this, should get us the level we want. And then we make the run for 1...
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Or 2 more attempts.
Come on.
That's the hope. However, if I level up after the fight and we're at full health, I might just try it anyway. As long as I don't use any potions, that is. Actually, if I get rid of the elixir, the Lionheart tonics, instead give myself an elixir. I'm getting some ideas. Ideas.
This won't be easy. But it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, you'd see right just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Over here! This one.
Come on, give us the push. Oh, just short.
No. Will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question.
If this levels up Torgal too.
Thanks.
Woof.
You're just a big puppy, aren't you?
A very big puppy. He is indeed a very big puppy.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
No, we're gonna head back to the hideaway. Turn in these missions to hopefully get us a level up. As well as any other potential, like, upgrades we could get.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Nick told me she was building a ship.
Good. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Tactful as ever.
Wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Better luck than I did.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you like me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square. Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
Huh. I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died? 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Oh, I'd follow that man. Flashback. Let's go.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us.
All of us.
I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Already have. Questo completo. Nice. There's that level up I wanted. A bit more health, a bit more strength, a bit more defense, a bit more Stragger power. Sid's goblets. Nice. But what I'm really hoping is that we can get an upgraded sword and upgraded toggle. It's like
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
just a little bit extra should be exactly what we really need.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Huh.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that.
You can, I'm
In
nice
return,
like that.
You can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
The
I
bloody
was just on my way
know-it-all.
to see him.
I am really hoping this does give Torgal a nice little either offensive or defensive upgrade. These cutscenes are going on much longer than
Were you
anticipated,
able
though.
to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
that Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one Icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the Icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally.
He's a friend.
He's a friend.
It might be a much more beneficiary to me.
I heard what you told Nan about Kupka.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
Sundered whetstone.
Aye, a whetstone?
Yes, but not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the
Well,
blade
hello,
that rattled
Ahmad.
me.
Welcome to the last
There'll
9
be no
minutes.
replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece.
No worries.
Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this far.
But
Now that's
I
something to
think I'm
consider.
gonna try this super boss one more
Finer
time.
than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard wearing for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge
Fair.
as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles.
I'm alright.
I won't make a copy now. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse
It'll
breakers will
make
be
something
delighted.
much better.
Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it.
Thanks,
I owe you
Clive.
one. August 2. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
Right?
I will. Like, I was so close to beating this. It's almost a super boss. The fact that it gave it to me here and it's, you know, 10-ish levels above me. Oof. Ooh, the Excalibur recipe. I doubt we can make it, but let's see.
Clive?
Clive?
So, will it be?
Ooh, we need a bomb ember. Dang it. I didn't think I'd be able to make it just yet. We need a reward we don't have yet. Ow.
That it? Fine.
All right. Actually, first. All right, with this, I believe I can beat this boss. Oh, that's Dalamil. No. Are you ready to see me attempt this for the like 5th time? I've gotten him to a sliver of health left. I've gotten so close.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Fly, Ambrosia.
He is 9 levels above me. He is level 45. He is an S rank fight. But Cadswallopie shall do it. I've leveled up once. I've made Torgal a little bit more powerful. And my brain has been analyzing his attack patterns ever since.
That'll do, girl.
Woohoo! Big guy gets very close. For the record, this fight takes me about 10 minutes. So, you're getting a little bit extra. I did chill in the dark fog.
Over here. Nice try. Over here.
I'm pretty sure you did pass out. go.
This one. All yours, Corporal.
No, not golden section again.
Get him. That's better.
Use that to avoid the...
This one. This one. Nice try. This one. Nice try. This one. This one.
No, not golden section again.
Too slow.
Oh god, fuck, I hit the wrong button.
Well done.
We're so close. Gotta calm down.
Get him.
Holy shit. We gained at least 1 full level from that. Or a Calcum.
Back to sleep with you.
Excellent. That was a pretty good fight. A bit mediocre, you know, meh. Just a little mediocre, you know. Alright, well, time to rebuy everything I just used. Which was everything.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again.
All right.
I'm not much bothered either way.
Oh, well, that is a great place for us to leave it all for today. That was an excellent fight. We gained 3 entire levels today, one of which was just 5 fighting 1 dude. So, anyway, that is going to be it for us today. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And until the next time, everybody, stay funky, people.